Shalom, shalom. It's the brother Ishar from GMS Mississippi Gulf Coast. Before I get started, I want to give an infinite honor and glory and praises to the Most High and His Son, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the Akim that's pushing this truth with all faith and all righteousness and all sincerity. To you, I say shalom, all right? And this is just a lesson going into, respecting brothers and their spirits. Brothers have different spirits. We all one body in Yahweh Shai. But, brothers still are different, and brothers might have different, do have different characteristics, different perspectives. And that's okay. It's not, it shouldn't be a problem. As long as the brother isn't, going off or affecting the body in any sort of way, it's nothing we should really be worried about or speak on. We just need to respect that. Respect that brother. In certain boundaries. So with that, I just want to get Romans 12 and 14. 12 and 4. Salakia. It says, "For as we have many members in one body, and all members have not the same office," right? All members have not the same office, man. Brothers have different mindsets, different spirits, according to the spirit that the Lord has placed upon them, created them with. Let's go get into that. It says, "So we, being many, are one body in Hamashiach, and every members of one another. Having then gifts differing according to the grace that is given to us." All right, and that's the point. Brothers have different gifts, different talents, different aspects. That's different qualities. All right, characteristics. That differ. It's different. The Lord gave certain portions and certain things to brothers. Talents. Mindsets. It says whether prophesy, let us prophesy according to the proportion of faith. All right, man. Brothers got different portions of faith, different portions of the talents, different things, different tools, And so overall, what I'm trying to say is, brothers are different. Okay. We all one body in Yahweh Shai, but we are definitely different, and brothers look at things differently, for the most part, brothers, brothers look at things differently, man, and we have to understand that, that's okay, and we have to definitely respect that, This is Romans chapter 14, starting at the top in the NLT. It says, "Accept other believers who are weak in the faith, and don't argue with them about what they think is right or wrong. For instance, one person believes it is all right to eat anything, and that's going into anything is not nothing. It's not unlawful things, It's just like say for instance, like a brother might either go in the store and go get a bag of chips or a candy bar. Okay, it ain't going off. The ingredients ain't nothing unlawful about it. You know what I'm saying? It says, but another believer with a sensitive conscience will eat only vegetables, right? And you got some brothers that don't snack. Okay, you got some brothers that eat majority, vegetables and fruits. You know what I'm saying? They got a different diet, okay, a different way of how they conduct themselves in the kitchen, man. For definitely, just like brothers who, I go to the gym. You know what I'm saying? I train. Certain brothers don't go to the gym. Some brothers just, they cool on that, man. You know what I'm saying? It says those who feel free to eat anything, and I went into that. It ain't nothing lawful, unlawful. Must not look down on those who don't. Right, man. Don't get mad because a brother don't want no damn bag of chips. All right, don't want no ridges or ruffles. No cheese ruffles or you know what I'm saying. No sour cream, onion chips and shit. You can't get mad at that brother. He don't want it. A brother might drink a beer or two after camp. You don't want to drink. Okay, you can't get mad at that brother. Don't want no damn beer. Okay. It says And those who don't eat certain foods must not condemn those who do. Right? Don't sit here and get telling the brother that you shouldn't be eating them chips. You shouldn't be drinking no beer. You can't tell that brother that. He ain't going off. He ain't doing nothing to affect the body. You don't judge him just because you a health nut. Okay. Don't mean that brother got to be on that, man. Okay. He ain't got to be on that timing, man. Okay. The Lord deal with him accordingly. Okay. You know what I'm saying? It says, who are you to condemn another, someone else's servant? Right, man. You got to check yourself, man. You got to check yourself when you do those things, man. Okay. Okay. Looking at a brother a certain way because he don't do what you do. All right. He might not, get jiggy with, certain things and how you move. Or, you know what I'm saying? Basically on the same timing as you, man. Okay? Long as y'all do this work together, handle the Lord's business, shit, that really all that matter. You know what I'm saying? And a brother can fellowship and come around you and don't have to do what you do, man. Okay? That's the difference of that's the thing of having different spirits, man. Okay? But still being in one body in Yahweh Shai. Okay. It says their own master will judge whether they stand or fall. Right. That's on the Lord now. All right, speak those things. Now, don't get it twisted. Now, the Lord uses brothers, man, to speak to certain things and to let you know, man, let you know something. Okay. That's the thing of having the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai upon you. Okay. But at the end of the day, don't go off on how you feel and how you think, man. Okay, what the scriptures say in Proverbs, the 3rd chapter, lean not upon your own understanding, man. Okay. If the spirit ain't in it, the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai ain't in that, what you saying, then hey man, leave it alone. All right? Leave it alone. That's that brother, man. Leave him alone. Okay. It says, and with the Lord's help, they will stand and receive his approval. In the same way, some think one day is more holy. Salakia. It says, in the same way, some think one day is more holy than another day, while others think every day is alike. You should each be fully convinced that whichever day you choose is acceptable. Those who worship the Lord on a special day do it to honor him. Those who eat any kind of food do it to honor the Lord, since they give thanks to Yahweh Shai Shai before eating, and those who refuse to eat certain food also please the Lord and give thanks to Yahweh Shai Shai. For we don't live for ourselves or die for ourselves. If we live, it's to honor the Lord, and if we die, it's to honor the Lord. Okay? So we do this for the Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Certain brother spirits, they do certain things, man, for Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. Okay, that brother who don't eat some cookies or some chips or or drink beers, in his mind said he's doing that for Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, that brother who eats chips and cookies and drink beers, you know what I'm saying? It might help him. It might help him be able to go hard on his lessons. It might help him tune into the spirit. You don't know, hell. You know what I'm saying? You don't know, Hello, Salakia. You don't know, hell. Okay? Some brothers, man, before they, do a little lesson, a quick little lesson, man, they might hit them a bill, man. To loosen up or something, man. Okay? That's that brother business, though, man. You know what I'm saying? That's that brother business, man. Okay, and as long as it ain't going affecting the body, man, then shit, that's just what it is, man. That brother, him fasting or eating on some fruits or vegetables might soothe and ease his spirit, man. But it's all this, at the end of the day, brothers serve Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. And as long as a brother is doing that, that's all that matters. And we have to respect that, man. Respect one another, man. Okay. Verse 9, it says, Hamashiach died and rose. Something happened. I'm going to just stop at that point right there. I looked up on Google, I said characteristics of respecting others. Okay. And it says being kind, polite, empathetic, as well actively listening and valuing differences. Okay. And it says treating everyone with dignity and as an equal. Okay. But it says being kind, okay, as well as actively listening. Okay, that's another thing, actively listening, because a brother, or the beloved brother Kadar, the camp man, and brother, I always love to say, man, if you actually sit there and listen to a man, he'll tell you, okay, tell you, man, a man will tell you, man, okay. Jay can let you know, man, what he like, what he dislike, man. And sometimes you gotta listen, man. Listening is a huge percentage of communication, man. All right, and you gotta listen to brothers, man. All right, brother might let you know some things he don't like, some things he like, certain things he dislike. You know what I'm saying? Some brothers might don't like to joke a lot. Some brothers might do. You see what I'm saying? But you got to always be listening, man, to those things, man. So you won't cause, let's say, an offense, man. It says valuing differences, man. Valuing, respecting, man. Okay, brothers, man, and the differences that they have from you. Okay, brothers had, like I was saying in the beginning, brothers had different characteristics, certain things that, different styles. Some brothers love anime. I'm not a fan of anime. You know what I'm saying? So when brothers get to talk about anime, I just sit there, but I respect their conversation, and I still listen and engage in it. I just might not have a lot of words to say about it. You feel me? But I respect it. Okay, because brothers look at that as spiritual, which it is. I'm just not a fan of it. Okay. I'm more of a fan. I'm more of a sports guy. And to be honest, besides boxing, me and the brother Kadar, the brother Yajazai, he kind of dabs in it, you know what I'm saying? But, me and the brother Kadar, we have that in common, boxing. We'll talk about boxing, but he's more of a boxing fan than me because I'm more of a sports fan like football. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big football fan. So, at the end of the day, still valuing others, the things that they like. Some brothers love playing the game system. I'm not a big game system fan. You know what I'm saying? But I still respect it. And if I'm around the brothers and they on the game, I get on it with them. I might lose or something. But I do it, respecting brothers and, valuing brothers' differences. You know what I'm saying? It says, and treating everyone with dignity, respecting brothers, man. No matter how you feel and how you think, man, respecting brothers, man. Okay. There are differences, And it says also involves respecting personal boundaries. Exactly, man. And there's certain brothers, like I said, certain brothers don't like to joke so much. Certain brothers don't really, some brothers that, they might not like the tapping of the arm or shoulder. Some brothers might not like to be touched. You know what I'm saying? That not even, so it might bother certain brothers. You know what I'm saying? You gotta respect certain boundaries. And there's even brothers that like to joke, it might be brothers that really don't, it's a certain limit on it. You know what I'm saying? It's some brothers, man, they joke to a certain point. Okay, then they be like, all right, it's time to get focused. There's some brothers that can joke all damn day. All right. Me and the brother Tazaya, man, we can sit here and laugh all day, man. Okay. And still, get work done. But there's certain brothers, might be weak at that. Some brothers might really need to focus and be serious for a moment, And we got to respect that. Okay. That's all I'm saying. Respecting brothers and their spirits. This is Matthew chapter 22, verse 39. And, it said the second most greatest commandment, man, is thou shalt love. It says in the second, it's like unto it. The greatest commandment is love the Lord with all thine heart, mind, and soul, man. And it says the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. Okay. So show that respect, show that love to brothers, man. All right, like you would want for yourself, man. All right. That respect is love, man. Respect is a man's love, man. Okay. So we got to respect brothers, man. All right. And with that, that's pretty much all I had to really say. With that, I want to give an infinite honor and glory and praises to the Most High and His Son, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the Akim that's pushing this truth without faith, righteousness, and sincerity. To you, I say shalom.